week's edition to all of your Beachbody coaching questions answered. All you have to do is always tweet me, and my handle is @ChristineDwyer, or you can Facebook and just ask me your questions and I'll answer them for you. So the first question that I'm going to go over is, where are the people? Many people say, you know what, I don't really know many people around me, and there's no one else to talk to. I don't know who else to talk to about this business. Honestly, you know more people than you think. And it really comes down to sometimes doing a memory jogger. So if you've done the first task of making the list of 100 names and all the people that you should be talking to, or letting them know that you're doing this business, and you feel like you've exhausted it, do a memory jogger. And one quick, easy way is, if you still have a phone book, go through the phone book and start looking at all the categories in the yellow pages, and that's going to drum up a lot of people that you didn't even think about, a lot of the businesses that you support. So think about it. You go and you support your community of different businesses around your area. Why don't you let them know what business you're in now, because maybe they might want to support yours as well. You never know. Maybe they might want to list your business cards or list sample packets in their business as well, just to support you. So maybe the memory jogger will help you. But here's your biggest tip. The people. The people are online. This is the #1 area that you should focus on. And that's because realistically, you're not limited to just your community. You're not limited to just your friends. You're not limited to just your family. You have the world at your fingertips. And it's just a matter of getting out there and really getting to know social media. So if you haven't really invested time looking into how do you do Facebook or how do you do Twitter, then go and search on Google or go and search on YouTube and figure it out. You can learn how to use social media websites, even just by reading books. There's a book that I would totally recommend reading, and that's called Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk, and that's a great one to read to understand how to use social media. But that's where the people are. So once you've gone through and you feel like you've talked to everyone there is on social media, guess what? There's still more people out there, because there's so many people that have the same common interest as you. It's just a matter of getting to know who to search for. So go find other people out there who have a common interest the same as you do. I'm a boater. I love to boat, so I'm going to go talk to the other boaters. Do I need to talk to the other boaters about Beachbody or P90X or Shakeology? No. What am I going to talk to them about? Boating. I want them to get to know me for me and me as a person, and we develop that relationship and trust. And then once they find out more about me, then they're going to want to know more about my business. That's it. It's simple. There's a ton of people out there. Just open up your mind and start brainstorming. I got this question a lot, and it's, I've talked to so many people and nobody wants to do this business. Well, honestly, it's a numbers game, and it's not a matter of that you want to look at everyone as a number, but if you look at that you're talking to a small amount of people and you keep talking to those same amount of people, they've heard it. They're done with it. It's not the right time for them. So this is a little analogy I want to give you. Think of that if you've got a flock of birds in your yard, and you love feeding birds, and you put one little breadcrumb out there. You put one little breadcrumb out there, and one bird comes and takes that breadcrumb and runs away. Do you think then a ton of other birds are going to keep coming because you just put one little breadcrumb out there? No. If you're consistent, you keep putting breadcrumbs out there, the birds are going to know, hey, you're the resource. You're the person to go to. And when the time is right in their day to come and get your breadcrumbs, they're going to come. So you know what? It's not right for everyone at the right time that you expose them to this business. So for instance, say you talk to someone about this business and they say, oh, it's not for me. It might not be for them right then and there, because you know what? We have so much going on in our life that sometimes our minds aren't focused. And I'll give you my analogy. I knew about this Beachbody business when it first started about 4 years ago, and I actually didn't get involved with it because it wasn't the right time for me. It wasn't until they were already in the business for about 1.5 years, and I got re-exposed to the business, and it was put to me in a different light, and my life was in a totally different position, that it now just made sense to me to do this business, because I was like, I am already doing this. Why don't I just make more money doing what I've been doing for free for people? Just being their accountability and helping them with getting to their fitness goals or their health goals. I've been doing it automatically, so might as well now start making money. And that's what clicked for me, because the time was right when the time was right. So this is another little quick analogy to think about when someone's time is right to actually get involved in the business. Say, for instance, it is June, and the person that you're talking to has a kid that is graduating from high school, and say it's in the middle of June, you talk to them about the business, and they are hot and heavy into planning a graduation party and going through all the college stuff for their graduate that's about to take place in June. It's not right for them right there. Their mind is not there. Their mind is thinking of everything that they have to take care of with their graduate and move on. It's not right for them. The same thing goes for that person that is in November time frame, and they're thinking, you know what, we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're celebrating to get ready for. I'm not going to focus on trying to get healthy. I want to eat my Thanksgiving dinner. I want to eat my Christmas dinner. I want to eat with the family during whatever I'm celebrating. You know what? They have in their mind January, I'll be fine. So you know what? If you're consistent with continually putting it out there for someone, and you repeat the information, it might click for them when they're ready. So it's not about constantly going after someone and telling them they should do this, It has to be right for them. Just be that resource to know that, you know what? It might just be not that time. Now, this is a tip I want to share with you. Obviously, I'm a very successful coach, and I did not get to become a successful coach by doing this technique. So this is one huge tip that I really want to share with you so that you don't develop a reputation in this business that's going to be a negative reputation. And it's called coach poaching. So many times, many coaches I've seen, and it's actually happened to me multiple times, that many coaches are so desperate to look for someone to talk to about this business that they actually go on other coaches' websites and start trying to grab or steal the person away from the conversation that was taking place with that coach. So here's a big, huge tip for you. It's not a good idea to go and do coach poaching. I've also kind of something called sharking. I don't know where I came up with it, but I've called it sharking. But basically, it's the matter of trying to go and talk to someone on another coach's webpage. So for instance, if you're on Facebook and you're on another coach's website, so let's use me as an example. If you're on my website and I'm talking to someone in some comments on my wall, don't be that coach that comments on my wall, your webpage, then tries to get that person to go to your website. It's just not cool. It's really bad. It's actually going to make you have a bad reputation. Here's another one to actually give you a bit of advice. If you're on a business presentation for Beachbody and the chat is open, especially for us, when Platinum Presenters runs their business presentation on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we leave the chat open for a while. It's not cool to be a coach attending the webinar just so you can circle the little minnows that are on the presentation looking for a coach so that you can jump in and get them. That's not cool. So big word of advice, there's a ton of people out there. Just don't be that coach that's going to go and shark up on someone. No poaching. Hey, and here's the next tip I want to give you. No one asked me this, but I want to give this tip to you. So I carry my own business cards for my business. I actually have two different business cards. One of them is for my general Beachbody coach page, and the other one is just for my Shakeology page. So I've got my own business cards, but the thing is, it's up to you if you want to use the Team Beachbody logo. Completely up to you. Many people like to use their company name. So if you have a company name, you can develop a company and brand about you. Basically, when you're a Beachbody rep, you're repping their products. You're not actually working for them. So you don't have to have their Beachbody logo on there. So for instance, what you want to really develop about yourself is that you are a person that is building a company on fitness, health, wellness, accountability. You're basically helping people. That's what you're doing. So when your business cards are something that's going to reflect that, you decide what you want to put on your cards. So for me, I use the product logos. A lot of people identify with P90X, with Turbo Jam, with Turbo Fire, Insanity. So I put those logos on my card instead of the Team Beachbody logo, because many times when I say to someone, hey, have you ever heard of Beachbody? Most of the time they don't. But if I said, hey, did you ever hear of P90X? Oh yeah, my friend has it, or I've got it. So that's why I'm just trying to identify with the product logos to get my word out there. So that's all I got for you for this week. Thank you so much. Make sure that you do subscribe to this so that you don't miss them every week that we do this. And please send me your questions because I am an open book. I will answer your questions here on YouTube. So subscribe and check out the next tip. This has been a question that I've been asked many times for my workouts that I did. See ya. We've gotten this question so many times. What is the black mat that you do your Turbo Fire and your Insanity on? And it's just one of those piece together foamy puzzly mats. We bought it at Sam's Club. This size right here is just 6 feet by 6 feet. That's all you need. You're good to go.